What's going on, everybody? Andre here. And this video is about the end of Friday and how does that fare for the channel. So, I've kind of talked about it a little bit in my previous discussion video about Friday the 13th and the DNS server. But just wanted to make a quick little video talking about it and some other stuff. But when it comes to the videos that I made about Friday the 13th, especially when it came to the glitches, it's just a showcase of how glitchy the game is and how I could present that to you guys in more of a fun way and not just a video, barely describing how to do them. That's not nearly as fun to watch. So that was my main gist. I just wanted to make it fun to watch while talking about my favorite game at the time. So I made the videos. Then Friday went away. So I can't make the videos about Friday the 13th anymore. And I had some other videos. There are some topics I wanted to touch on that I didn't get the opportunity to. And one, I was working my ass off to try and get a video out for. And it was basically all for nothing. And that is about a much requested glitch in pretty much all of my Friday videos. I hear you, people in the comments. But the big weapon glitch, yes, that is a very big one. No pun intended. But I believed for the most part that it was dead. Lo and behold, it's not dead. There's a specific method for it. And like I do with all these other glitches, I test them out. And I can't just nail it one time. I have to figure out how the method is done consistently, or I'm basically not going to make a video about it. And I tried the big weapon glitch. I did try it, and it did not work. I did the exact method that any evidence past a certain update point of a glitch that would actually follow through, one that would actually work. Lo and behold, nothing. I tested this over and over and over again. The only indicator of how to do the glitch is you have a pocket knife and Jason grabs you, and then at the very end of his animation, where he stops moving and then drops you because of the getting stabbed with a pocket knife animation, apparently breaking free and spamming the pickup button on a weapon will just magically make it grow larger. And I do believe that this trick works, but I gotta say, I did the exact same trick. I put weapons on the ground. I put so many weapons on the ground that it was guaranteed when Jason grabs me in this test and I get freed from the knife, I'm gonna pick up one of those weapons using the exact method that, is the only method provided, and it did not work. Over and over again, it did not work. It just resulted in me, canceling the animation a bit quicker, but I just start picking up a weapon. That was it. And I know it might be about timing, it might be about timing within certain frames, but I gotta say, I tried this method dozens of times, and I don't know if frames are even going to come into play here when it's not consistent at all. I feel like that's a trick that was like a 1 or 2 time thing that you can't pull off again. And I feel like that's not worth making a video about. So while I did make all the footage for it and it yielded in nothing, I wasn't going to post the video about it, saying that this is how the glitch was going to work. It was just going to be a video on the topic of the big weapon glitch. That was going to be the entire topic of the video. But now, there's footage I can't film. There's stuff I can't access in Friday. So basically, and it's like I can't just boot up the game and test it out again. So I can't make that video. And there's other things I wanted to talk about Evolving Friday. But we're at the state where Friday's not playable really anymore. And I know that most of y'all have stuck around checking out the channel to watch Friday the 13th content. And I don't blame you. It's essentially the whole brand of my channel, at least when it started. But like I said in my last Friday the 13th discussion video, I'm trying to move on to different types of games. And I'm making, indie horror game playthroughs. I've always wanted to, jump into these out of the blue budget horror games that pretty much show up overnight. That sounds crazy and fun. And I love making these kinds of videos for you guys. And I love making Friday videos for you guys. I know that some of y'all have stuck around because you might genuinely enjoy my content outside of just Friday. I don't know, but I make other videos. I talk about other games, and it's really tough because YouTube's algorithm has seemed to basically just shut me out of any type of topic that is not Friday the 13th of the game. And it doesn't matter what time I upload it, how long the video is, they don't get views. And that's one of the tough things, man, is, and I'm not going to say this, I don't want to say this, but I feel like the channel is dying because with no Friday the 13th to make videos about, there's essentially no channel, at least in the eyes of YouTube, and what's going to get recommended. And I've made videos on Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They weren't long videos. And there's a reason why I don't really make that many videos about Texas Chainsaw and the state of that game. That's going to be an entire video on its own. But I'm not going to talk about that here because the video is going to be way too long. But what I have really seemed to enjoy jumping into lately, at least what I want to put a lot of my efforts into, is playing some of these independent horror games. Or at least, some of these games that just show up out of nowhere. They might be budget games or they might not, but as long as it's in the horror game category or scary game category, I'm signed up for it. That's all I'm about. And I've been playing Home Safety Hotline. I got a couple videos on that. That's actually a new series for the channel, at least, is playthroughs of that game. So go check it out if you like puppet combo games. Did a video where I played 2 random games from the horror category on the PlayStation Store, and I specifically went to games that were under $5. I was not disappointed. There are so many, forgotten, or at least to say, not necessarily outdated, but a lot of games that kind of went under the radar or people don't know about because they're just kind of out of left field. There's a lot to go on there, but that was a great video to make. But yeah, if you guys enjoy watching my videos just as much, if not half much, as much effort as I put into editing them and playing them, I think you're going to like some of these new videos, y'all. And yeah, I know, here I am, just trying to, make a pitch about watching my videos, but that's just the state it is now. Because if the video's not about Friday, the algorithm ain't gonna have it. And that's why I've been consistently uploading these longer videos. And have y'all noticed? New video every Wednesday. I've been uploading every Wednesday for the past few weeks. I know, some rare consistency coming from me. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here, because then the video is just going to go on for way too long. If you enjoy the content, please go check out the rest of the channel. I talk about a bunch of other things, not just Friday the 13th, in the same quality type of video. You won't be disappointed. And if you are, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's not really a good pitch. Oh boy. Anyway, y'all. Thanks for coming by, listening to me, and yeah. Go check out the rest of the channel, please. I'm very desperate. Subscribe now. Like it. Come on.